Okay, so it has been a week since we've had Sugar, our new dog. You might be able to hear her now, but it's because we just got finished playing with her outside, and just unbelievable um, how sort of difficult it's been getting a rescue dog and whatnot. Essentially, let me just say this. Sugar is a dog that we rescued from the Island Galveston Island Animal Control, or the Humane Society, and we got her last Friday. Her name at the Humane Society there is actually Jill, but since Mom was the one that rescued her, like actually rescued her, did all the paperwork, paying for her and everything, um, she decided to call her Sugar because she's so sweet and she's brown, just like sugar. So, or like brown sugar, anyway. So, but we noticed that at first it was a little difficult. We weren't really sure what to do with her, as far as like trying to get her. She seemed like she was house trained, but like just kind of didn't know when it was the appropriate time to go, and we didn't really have a kennel for her at the time. So we had a few accidents at first, both poop and pee on the floor, and that's not very fun to clean. Finally, the other day, actually, I got her a kennel from Walmart. Has the, not like it really matters, but it has the ASPCA symbol on, like a little tag on it or whatever. And I got the largest one that they got, and it's like the perfect size. And actually, when I went to go set it up, I was like, you pulled the cage up, it's like just within like a minute, it's ready. Pulled it up and it just had the outer cage part of it, and there's still two pieces to pull out this way to actually close it, seal it all around. But I just had the outer frame, and she started going into it like she wasn't scared of it. And which was really weird, because when we first got her, she was so scared of everything. She didn't know what was really going on, what was what. She was unfamiliar to everything. In fact, that's another thing, as far as like being afraid of stuff, was that she was afraid of like large, not toys. She was scared of stuff that she can chew, like bones and rawhide and stuff like that. She would just cower away, like she was afraid of it. And it took a while, but it wasn't a rawhide that I got her. It was like a beef flavored sort of bone that I got from PetSmart. And she was scared of that at first, and then I put it on the floor, and she still wouldn't go near it. And then I brought her like right where her, she would just go down and pick it up, and I just started petting her like, it's okay, and whatever, and just making sure, letting her know it's okay that she can have it for whatever the reason that she's scared of it for. There's no reason to be scared of it. But she still wouldn't go at it, so I just went to another room, and I saw her like go back into the living room where I had that beef thing, and she grabbed it and started chewing on it, and it was gone within like an hour or so. She was still afraid of this, those regular white bones that people get. She was still afraid of that up until today, which this is the remains of it. And I noticed that there was blood that she was getting on it because her gums were bleeding, so I had to get that away from her. Didn't want her to chew it on it anymore. So we also got like this carpet cleaner, just made for like if dogs have accidents on floors, just in case. We've only had to use it once, which is okay. Well, she peed on the floor. We didn't have the kennel yet. It was like the next day I bought the kennel. And she gets in the kennel by herself. You don't have to tell her to go in the kennel, but except for the times like I need her to go in the kennel, I'll just like show her the way to get in the kennel. She'd get in the kennel, and I'll put a couple toys in there as well, so she's got something to play with in her bowls as well in case she gets hungry or thirsty. So she has no problem with that, and I'll just lock it while I'm at work, and then a few hours later Mom comes home. Another thing that was really strange is that a ball would go by and she would not chase it. She doesn't chase after tennis balls or those racket balls or any kind of ball. She doesn't chase after them, and I didn't know why. And about an hour or so ago, my mom had taken her outside, and at some point she found this blue rubber-ish ball that we had outside and threw it, and she chased the ball. And she had been running around the yard, and my mom called me in and she said, look what she's doing. I was like, she has a ball. She never gets the ball. And Sugar came over and I took the ball out of her mouth. I had her sit, but it's just something that she does normally. If you tell her to sit, she sits, which is great. Just have to figure out how to get her to actually lay down without having to I'll have her sit, and then I'll have to do this, like lay down, and then she follows my hand gesture and she lays down or whatever. But so I had her sit, I threw the ball, and she just bolted after it and came back with it. So it's been an amazing and a little stressful 1 week since we took in Sugar and rescued her and gave her a good home to good people that really care about her, and all she wants in return is food, water, shelter, and belly rubs. Isn't that right? She's sleeping right now, and she's still huffing and puffing. Poor dogs don't have sweat glands, and that's why they huff and puff. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I need to say. I'm just so glad that we have a dog that doesn't bark when someone knocks or rings the doorbell. She hasn't barked at all. Neither of us have heard her bark. Like the dogs next door, there's these two ankle biters that my neighbors have. And they'll start barking and barking and barking. Yip, 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 yip. And Sugar will be like, and it was like, whatever. Remember the first day that happened, she went up to the fence where they were, and there's this little hole about this big or whatever, and the little dog over there snips through the door and yips. And the first time Sugar went over there and she started sniffing at the door as well, and then she started running back and forth at the fence line like she wanted to play with them, and she wasn't barking or anything. Like I said, she hasn't barked once. Oops, sorry about that, that's my computer. But I don't think we could have asked for a better dog, or found a better dog. And in case you guys didn't know, those who are my viewers and haven't been watching my streams, she is... Oh, Sugar, say hi to the camera. Say hi to the YouTubes. She is a Mastiff I want to say she's a Mastiff mix. Because her paws are looks like she's already grown into her paws, so I don't think she's gonna get any bigger than this. Could be wrong. And that's another thing that I noticed, is that on the paperwork that we got from, or that we have from the shelter, is that she was 62 pounds when she came into. She was actually originally from the Houston SPCA, and she got a second chance and she was transferred over. So she was 62 pounds, and let's see, it was over the weekend I just noticed that she was just didn't seem right. Her poop wasn't coming out right, and it looked like she was bleeding when she pooped or peed. And so Tuesday, I had made an appointment on Tuesday to bring her in the morning and they found out that she had whipworm. And the only way I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, the only way to get that is through other dog poop. Could be wrong, but she had whipworm nevertheless, and they gave us some medication for that. It was a $185 visit so that they can get a stool sample and a urinalysis on her as well. So ever since we gave her the pills that night, because she doesn't really eat too often, which is odd for a mastiff. She doesn't eat till like way late at night. So after we gave her those pills, she's been better. She's been more active and everything, more playful, and it's just been great. I love you, Sugar. Mom loves you too. So if anybody from the Galveston Island Humane Society is watching this, you guys, thank you for taking in the dog and not having them put her down, because she's such a sweet dog. I'll see you guys later.